sixth day of homeopathy conversations. Before we discuss so many things, and everyone maybe know this person, and the person, a few foreigners are also there. So the person who are not understanding Hindi, or I will explain everything when once the sir finish the case, and after that I will discuss everything in English, so everyone can understand. So during this conversation, during this conversation, we will focusing on cases, especially the difficult cases, how to deal with them, how we can uh, manage these cases, and what is the role of organon, materia medica, and repertory. So during this process, if you guys have any questions, just write it down in the chat box. We will discuss everything after the sessions. So I would like to welcome Dr. Gauri Shankar, sir. So I'm not wasting his time. So over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Devendra sir, and thank you so much to all of you, and thank you so much, Canada Homeopathy, a great organization that time to time organize this type of activity to promoting right homeopathy in the world. And it's my great honor to be here and talk about the art of prescription in difficult cases. So, guys, let me clear one thing: homeopathy is not meant for cold cough, coryza, diarrhea, dysentery. Homeopathy, uh, please, can you make me admin, sir? If you make me admin, make me host, sir, so I can handle all these things. एक co-host आप मुझे बनाइए, then we... So, yes, okay, yes. Now I manage. Thank you so much, sir. So let me clear one thing. Homeopathy is not meant for cold cough, coryza. Homeopathy is meant for difficult cases. And the difficult cases is all lifestyle diseases, cancer, diabetes, PCOD, PVD. There's so many cases on which we are going to discuss today, and talk every minute possibility. What happened when we encountered a difficult and very critical cases. So in homeopathy, Master Hahnemann gave wonderful tools called organon. And in organon, Master Hahnemann clearly mentioned each and every minute peculiarity for solving difficult cases. So difficult cases is simple. Generally, we use this term difficult cases. But what is the meaning of difficult cases? First, you need to understand this. Once you need to understand what is the meaning of difficult cases, then you are able to treat the difficult case. So, what is difficult case in homeopathy? Yeah, what are the cases that seems to be difficult, or that be very difficult in a clinical session? So first, if you want to treat the case, then you should understand what are the case, what are the disease in homeopathy. So in organon, master simply classify all diseases into three part: acute, chronic. ये दो बहुत these two, ये जो दो क्लासिफिकेशन है, acute and chronic, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. You should know what is acute and what is chronic. Then you should know the classification in chronic. In chronic, we classify the disease into three major discussion. That's me. I'm going to show you some basic understanding. Then we go for chronic cases. ठीक है? So I'm going to मैं भी आप लोगों को कुछ केसेस दिखाता हूँ, कुछ कॉमन चीजों पर डिस्कशन करते हैं, पहले पहले समझते हैं। यस, ये रहा। तो फर्स्ट यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज व्हाट इज द बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हेन यू सॉल्व क्रॉनिक केसेस। ठीक है, तो देखिए मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ। ये देखिए, इफ यू वांट टू देखिए, इफ यू वांट टू सॉल्व डिफिकल्ट केसेस, यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड, before going to solve this difficult cases, you should understand the basics of organon. Once you understand the basic of organon, then you are very easily prove the difficult cases. So not materia medica, organon, and repertory, all these three things are equally important in solving that type of cases. But organon itself is the base. Organon is the base. J. Majumdar clearly says a wonderful quotation: if materia medica is a horse, then organon, if materia medica is a horse, then organon is its rein that would guide it to its ultimate destination. कहते ना, मेडिसिन अगर घोड़ा है तो लगाम घोड़े को जो जो कंट्रोल में रखता है वो लगाम है। देन अकॉर्डिंग टू डॉक्टर एस पी डे, होम्योपैथिक ट्रीटमेंट विदाउट ऑर्गेनन, बिना ऑर्गेनन के ये जो होम्योपैथिक ट्रीटमेंट है, ये क्या है?
नहीं, मैं ले आता नहीं।
म्यूट कर लें। होम्योपैथिक ट्रीटमेंट विदाउट ऑर्गेनन of mat is just like appreciation of the shape of an elephant by touching only a portion of its body by the blind eye. Blind नजरों से चीजों को देखना, जैसे नहीं वो हाथी वाली कहानी आप लोगों ने सुनी होगी, द स्टोरी ऑफ एलिफेंट, explained by five explained by five blind man. It is as simple as that. So this is the basic understanding. This is the basic understanding. If you try to understand, if you try to understand homeopathy, you should understand this. The base of homeopathy is MBBS MD. Master Honeyman give the idea of homeopathy after doing his MBBS MD, right? So he had idea what is going on the surface, because he had a good knowledge about फिजियोलॉजी, पैथोलॉजी, प्रैक्टिस ऑफ मेडिसिन, ऑप्स, गायनी, उसके बेस पे होम्योपैथी आई। होम्योपैथी जो सरफेस है वो दिखता तो है, लेकिन उस सरफेस का जो बेस है, द बेस ऑफ दैट सरफेस इज एमबीबीएस एमडी। और सोचो मास्टर हनीमैन ने उस थॉट प्रोसेस से, वो थॉट प्रोसेस था, दैट थॉट प्रोसेस विल गिव बर्थ टू होम्योपैथी। बट इट्स आर ये हमारी डेस्टिनी या हमारी मजबूरी है या हमारा दुर्भाग्य है, अनफॉर्चुनेटली वी स्टडी होम्योपैथी जस्ट आफ्टर 12, and this is unfortunate, because that materia medica written by Master Hahnemann, repertory, rubrics, and understanding of organ is basically come with the concept of these एमबीबीएस आफ्टर द, मतलब वो भी एमबीबीएस एमडी करने के बाद 10 साल की प्रैक्टिस करी उन्होंने। उस प्रैक्टिस के बाद होम्योपैथी आई, और जो हमें ऐसे ही मिल जाती है। और जब तक ये मैं बता रहा हूं, जब तक यू हैव नॉट कंप्लीटेड दिस एमबीबीएस एमडी वाला कोर्स, You cannot understand homeopathy properly and you cannot cure the homeopathy. Difficult case आपसे ठीक नहीं होगा सर. You are not able to cure difficult case if you are not understanding whole thing properly. So look this quotation. There's a wonderful quotation given by Dr. Kant. Dr. Kant say, और बिकॉज ये एमबीबीएस एमडी से ऊपर है सर. आप पीक्यूआरएस सिम्टम निकाल नहीं पाओगे. यू नॉट एबल टू फाइंड पीक्यूआरएस सिम्टम इफ यू आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द डिजीज properly, because every symptom looks like a disease symptom and every disease symptom is PQRS for us. और जब जब वो पीक्यूआरएस आपके लिए होगा आप उससे कोई बीमारी ठीक नहीं कर पाओगे, क्योंकि पीक्यूआरएस डिजीज सिम्टम नहीं होना चाहिए. क्यों कैंट कहते हैं इफ यू आर अनेबल टू फाइंड पीक्यूआरएस सिम्टम इन इंडिविजुअल सेंड हिम टू एन एलोपैथिक डॉक्टर. देखिए क्या बोला, सेंड हिम टू एन एलोपैथिक डॉक्टर. Allopathic practitioner and ask what is that does not fit with the disease symptom. सिंपल. कहते हैं कि भाई उससे एलोपैथिक डॉक्टर के पास भेजिए और उससे पूछिए कि इस पेशेंट में वो क्या है जो आपके डिजीज पिक्चर के साथ फिट नहीं होता, दैट नॉट फिट, एंड दैट सिम्टम दैट आर नॉट फिट विथ द PQRS symptom, with the disease symptom is only PQRS symptom for a pathological condition या for a person. इतना सिंपल कहा गया है. और ये हर केस में होगा. भी मैं दिखाऊंगा केस, आप उस केस में आपको ये समझ आएगा कि हाँ ये सिम्टम जो है वो डिजीज सिम्टम है और ये सिम्टम जो है उस डिजीज के साथ उस इंडिविजुअल का PQRS सिम्टम है जिसका उस डिजीज के साथ कोई लेना देना नहीं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मान लो गेस्ट्राइटिस हुआ किसी को. अब गेस्ट्राइटिस में तो गेस्ट्राइटिस है उसके लिए. अब वो बोलता है बेंडिंग डबल एम्बुलेशन है, ऐसे झुकने पे आराम मिल रहा है. ये कहाँ लिखा है, कहीं लिखा है किसी पैथोलॉजी में सिम्टम? गेस्ट्राइटिस के सिंपल इन्फ्लेमेशन है, म्यूकस है, इरिटेशन है, कुछ भी खाने से पेट में दर्द हो रहा है, ये सिम्टम. बट ये लिखा है आराम मिलता है बेंडिंग डबल से. ये डिजीज के साथ तो फिट नहीं होता ना. तो जब ये डिजीज के साथ फिट नहीं होता है तो यही हमारे लिए क्या है, PQRS सिम्टम है, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक सिम्टम है, रेड लाइन सिम्टम है. एंड दैट सिम्टम विल क्योर गेस्ट्राइटिस, कैंसर, PCOD, डायबिटीज, एनीथिंग. बट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. देन एफोरिज्म 3, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. इज अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन. Whenever you are going to treat any case, you should understand this first. If the physician clearly perceive what is to be cured in diseases, that is to say, in every individual case of disease, बोला every individual case of disease, बोला Hahnemann never mentioned any disease name, कहा individual case of disease. Then we have to deal each and every person at individual level. We are not going to deal any patient diseased, any patient diseased wise. We are going to deal every patient individual wise. Just be focused on my these words. Homeopathic doctor not entertain any patient disease wise. Homeopathic doctor only entertain every individual case of disease. Individual case of disease. That means sick in man. सिक इन मैन, सिकनेस इन मैन नहीं, हमें क्या देखना है, सिक मैन को देखना है. देन अगेन मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, इफ यू वांट, देखिए मैंने बोला ना डिजीज इज क्लासिफाई इनटू टू टाइप. First, you understand. In case of homeopathy, what we Hahnemann clearly mentioned in aphorism number 189. 189, what mentioned? The cause of disease. क्या बोला? 189 में बोलते हैं मास्टर हनीमैन कि every little reflection sufficient to convince us that every little reflection externally, और वो little reflection आपके एक्सटर्नल इंजरी से नहीं हुई हो. कितना ब्यूटीफुल एफोरिज्म है. दिस एफोरिज्म इज अ is a heart of organ. 189 aphorism. Because Master Hahnemann clearly says if you want to treat chronic case, you should understand the disease behind that process, and acute case maybe you should understand the reason behind that process. Then what is the reason? The Master Hahnemann clearly mentioned in 189 aphorism कि every little reflection sufficient to convince us that no external malady, no external malady, sir, can arise, grow, or even arise, persist, or grow even worse condition without some internal cause. ये लाइन मैं आपको एफर्ट जो मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूं सर. आप जब भी किसी क्रॉनिक केस को देखें, पहले क्रॉनिक केस के कॉज को डिटरमाइन करने की कोशिश करें. और यही बात मास्टर हनी मैंने एफर्जम 5 में बोली. मैं बस यहां आपको दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं कि आप इसको समझो. देखो, देखो ध्यान से समझो इस बात को, इस बात को दिमाग में बिठा लो अपने. जस्ट पुट दिस एफोरिज्म इन योर ब्रेन, हार्ट, मसल्स, सब में डालो. हर जगह डालो ये एफोरिज्म. अपने क्लिनिक पे लिखो, इसको चिपका दो. इट्स स्लोगन. व्हाट मास्टर हरमन सेज, एंड एट वेरी लिटिल रिफ्लेक्शन विल सफिशिएंट टू कन्विंस अस दैट no external malady can arise, persist, or even grow worse without some internal cause. That means easy case having some cause behind, एंड डिफिकल्ट केस भी एक एलिमेंट के फाउंडेशन पे ही खड़ा है. कॉज इज मस्ट एंड नॉट कॉज ओनली. मास्टर एनिमन सेज क्लियरली कि विदाउट द कॉपरेशन ऑफ द होल ऑर्गेनिज्म, गाइस, मेक दिस लाइन प्लीज. इस लाइन को अपने दिमाग में बिठा लो. डिजीज इज अ डिफेंस प्रोसेस. याद करो, वाइटल फोर्स क्या होता है? अनइंटेलिजेंट होता है. वाइटल फोर्स क्या होता है? याद हो, प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी एक्शन. याद है आपको? प्राइमरी एक्शन, सेकेंडरी एक्शन. वाइटल फोर्स क्या होता है? रिसेसिव होता है. लेकिन रिसेसिव में भी वो परमिशन देता है. वाइटल फोर्स गिव परमिशन, इम्यूनिटी गिव परमिशन टू शो योर पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव इफेक्ट ऑफ इनिमिकल फोर्सेस in human body. So Master Hahnemann clearly mentioned that without the cooperation of the whole organism, which must consequently be in disease, it could not appearance at all. ये लाइन देखो दोस्त. ये जो बीमारी हुई, ये जो एक्सटर्नल मैलेडी आई, ये जो बीमारी आई, चाहे टफ हो, चाहे इजी हो, चाहे डिफिकल्ट हो, बोला वो डिजीज. इट का मतलब डिजीज है. डिफिकल्ट डिजीज हो या फिर अक्यूट डिजीज हो, that it may be difficult or acute, could not make it appearance at all without the consent of the whole of the rest of the health. कहते जो हेल्थ, जो हमारी हेल्थ है, इसके कंसर्न, आपके घर में कोई भी आपके कंसर्न के बिना नहीं आ सकता. नो वन एंट्री इन योर डोमेन विदाउट योर कंसेंट and without the participation of the rest of the health in the whole living being. So it is impossible to convince its production without the instrumentality of the whole deranged life. और इससे ही हम बीमार. और वो जो डिरेंजमेंट हुई ना, दैट डिरेंजमेंट इज परसीव्ड by organism in the form of sensation and function. Abnormal sensation and function. That abnormal sensation and function clearly give indication that there's something wrong in your body. You should understand what is wrong, right? Hello? Hope I make sense to all of you. सबको समझ आ रही मेरी बात? Everyone? Okay. I'm a little bit, weak in English, but I hope I improve my English. Devendra sir, this time I improved, huh?
You improved so much, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, uh, so let's understand what are the most important point. So this one, useful to the physician in assisting in particulars of most probable exciting cause, most probable exciting cause in acute diseases. That means if you want to treat acute disease, then you should probe what? Most probable exciting cause. And in chronic cases, you should understand the fundamental cause behind chronic miasm. Yes? So, what we inquire, याद रखना आप लोग, this fourth thing is the only thing that must be inquired when you going to treat any acute or chronic cases, any easy or difficult. These four things only. These four things only. इसके बाहर कुछ नहीं है. All acute and chronic diseases are come. Yeah, all chronic and acute diseases are going to show their abnormal symptom and their abnormal phenomena on these four things. ये ओनली दिस फोर थिंग्स यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. और हमारी जिंदगी में भी ना, हमारे लाइफ के जो नॉर्मल प्रोसेस है उसमें यही चार चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है. ऑर्डिनरी ऑक्यूपेशन, यू शुड प्रॉप what happened in their general life, his usual mode of life and habit, life and मतलब mode of living, lifestyle कैसा है उसका, his diet, his domestic situation. ये बताइए, any ailments are come under, most of the ailments given in and reported in the form of ailment form in mental section are only a family situation. Go and look. Then this is most important part, sir. क्या having the seen what attention should paid in homeopathic treatment. पहले आपको basic, first you should know basic of homeopathy. If you want to treat any cases, first you understand what cases you are going to deal. Master Hanuman clearly mentioned, before going to give homeopathic treatment, you should know the chief variety of diseases. This is the most important part in homeopathy. This is the most important because without without classify, without before classification of the diseases, you cannot able to give right treatment, because in organ and Master Animan gave the traces how to treat different type of diseases with their classification only, right? Master Animan give indication in organ and how to treat acute in aphorism 73, how to cure indisposition in aphorism 150, how to treat sporadic pandemic epidemic situation in 99 to 102. Then you should know, first classify your pathology, ki what is one-sided disease and where Master Harman gave clear indication how to treat one-sided, what is mental, what is intermittent diseases, what is artificial chronic diseases, what is pseudo chronic diseases. हम we are only able to treat these type of cases. We are not we are not able to treat, we are हमारे पास concept नहीं है सर कि हम कैंसर ठीक करेंगे, डायबिटीज ठीक करेंगे, पीसीओडी ठीक करेंगे. दिस इज नॉट आवर कॉन्सेप्ट. Our concept is what? We are going to treat acute cases, chronic cases, indisposition. So many doctor here. Today, you all are see the patient, right? आज आप लोगों ने मरीज देखा होगा. You should classify your patient, which type of patient you are going to encountered. Yeah, you encountered today either acute or chronic. If you are going to if you are encountered chronic patient, then chronic proper, artificial chronic or pseudo chronic. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू अगर आपने अक्यूट देखा है तो आपने कौन सा अक्यूट देखा है. ऑल कैटेगरी ऑफ द डिजीज आर फिट इनटू दिस क्राइटेरिया. सो फर्स्ट, द चीफ वेराइटी ऑफ डिजीजेस, the peculiar circumstances connected to them, and what mode of employment, diet and regimen. These two things is more important. What are disease and what are peculiar circumstances? That means disease and symptom भी कैसे, with the location, sensation. This is peculiar circumstances ना. Location, sensation, concomitant, modality, causation, these things are called separately peculiar circumstances connected to cancer, connected to PCOD, connected to diabetes. So these are the classification, guys. A homeopathic doctor only deal with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 type of cases. We are only dealing these type of cases. इसके बाहर हम कुछ नहीं ठीक करते. We are not dealing without this classification. During the homeopathic treatment, as a doctor, we have clearly perceived that from what pathology we are going to deal. In this position, Hahnemann gave indication in aphorism 150. Go and. So first you should understand what is indisposition. First you should understand what is acute. In acute, there is a clear classification. What? Acute individual or acute is sporadic, pandemic or epidemic. Hahnemann give instruction, 73, 99, 101, 102. If you're going to deal chronic, then chronic aphorism 5, 72, 78, 79, 181, 182. ये aphorism chronic को समझने के. First you go understand the chronic disease. Artificial chronic 41, 74. Pseudo chronic 77. One sided 172, 209. One sided 172. वही mental diseases, intermittent diseases, and so on. तो दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. एंड यू शुड, मतलब इसकी पिक्चर लेके या इसको आप कहीं सेव कर लो. इतनी इजी नहीं मिलेगा आपको. ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर द हार्ड वर्क ऑफ 11 ईयर. यू गो एंड अंडरस्टैंड ईच एंड एवरी ईयर फॉर यू. देन second thing is this accurately observing physician. So रविंद्र सर, बस मुझे 5 मिनट चाहिए होगा. बिकॉज एक मैंने तो बोल दिया था कि मैं देखूंगा नहीं, लेकिन एक बहुत सीवियर पेशेंट पेन उसको हो रहा है. मैं जब 2 मिनट में उसको देख के मैं आता हूँ. तब तक आप प्लीज, इट्स माई हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट टू, अभी तक जो मैंने बोला है अगर किसी को समझ में नहीं आया तो थैंक यू एक्सप्लेन. बस मैं 5 मिनट में आता हूँ. 5 से 2 मिनट में मैं बस आपके साथ फिर आ जाऊँ. ठीक है, ओनली 2 to 3 मिनट्स. सॉरी सर, अभी अनएक्सपेक्टेड, मतलब 9 बजे से मैं नहीं लिया था, बट ही इज रिक्वेस्टिंग, तो प्लीज गिव इट.
Sure. No issue. So hope so you guys understand. And we discuss so many things. We discuss about aphorisms. This is one of the basic things we need to understand in every particular case. This is the missing link many years, because most of the times, especially when we are in colleges, or nobody create that much interest in us, or because of the lengthy subject, or because of our initial stage, or sometimes because of a language barrier. Sometimes because of the language barrier, we are not understanding what Hahnemann wants to say in these conditions. So before case taking, before handling any advanced pathological case, before handling any types of one-sided mental diseases, advanced pathology, acute, chronic, actually we need to remember all these classifications, all these understanding. After that, we have to sharpen our materia medica, and we have to know about that, where to search out, where to find out, where we can search out the things. Yesterday, we discuss one of my teacher discussed one very wonderful case. I just want to mention this case because suddenly when we use organon of medicine in our practical in our practice, uh, we actually feel that how organon of medicine help us. So he described one person having a heart issues, and when he go through all the investigation, he has some blockage in the vessels, and during this process during this process when the case is taken by sir, he feel that the person explaining that he has a pain in chest when he is walking, and when he get rest, he feel good, he feel very good. So he doctor prescribed so many remedies, but uh, the issues are same. The issue are same. As Dr. Hahnemann says in aphorism number 153, any particular case, we are focusing on very peculiar, very characteristic cases, very characteristic symptoms. And what Bonninghausen says, these are the concomitant, these are the concomitant symptoms. So he says, whenever he walk on state level, on ground level, when he is walking on the ground level, his problems start increasing. But whenever he use the stair to go up or down, he doesn't have any problem. Mostly the person who suffers from these type of conditions, especially heart condition, when the person did so much exertion, like here ascending by stairs or coming back by stair, this is one of the most exertionable act, but he doesn't have any issue with it. But when he walk on the ground level, his problems start increasing. If you guys have a Bonninghausen repertory, BBCR, if you open the general modalities in the last page, I will show you guys. Okay. If you guys have a Bonninghausen BBCR, then you have to open the page number 1149. There is one symptoms, aggravation from walking or beginning to walk, aggravation on ground levels, especially on a level. There are only two remedies are there. Ranunculus bulbosus and Retrum. Ranunculus bulbosus and Retrum album. So he prescribed Ranunculus bulbosus, but if you go through the pharmacology of this drug, then we will not find out that Ranunculus bulbosus have any effects on heart. But after getting this remedy, he has a marvelous results. Marvelous results. He doesn't have any pain, nothing. This is the importance of peculiar characteristic symptom, because if you see in pathology, most of the person doesn't have any pain when they are walking on the ground, and whenever they are upstaring or downstaring, they have lots of exertion, then they have a pain. But this is absolutely opposite. He doesn't have any problem when he is upstaring or downstaring, but whenever he walk on the level or ground, he has a problem. This is what Dr. Hahnemann says, peculiar characteristic symptom, and what Bonninghausen says, this is a concomitant symptom. And one of the doctor, his name is Perry Smith, he says these are the funny symptoms. These are the funny symptoms because they are not related to the pathology. They are away from the pathology. They are non-pathological symptoms. Non-pathological symptoms. That's why organon of medicine, understanding of organon of medicine, and use of this wonderful work in practice is one of the very, very important thing for every homeopath. For every homeopath. So these are the source book. These are the basic books for us. And actually we are lacking to understanding these things. So here in classifications, if we see in disposition, we don't need to do anything. We don't need to prescribe any remedy. We have to manage the case through change in the diet, and the person will definitely, automatically, he will get cured. But acute, chronic, artificial chronic, pseudo-chronic, one-sided mental diseases, intermittent diseases, these need a focus on it. And I will suggest you guys, if you guys can chase a book, its name is The Art of Case Taking. Dr. Perry Smith. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful book. And go through it. This is the book. The Art of Case Taking. So that's why understanding the organ of medicine and apply this work, especially the basic things is organon, and if you want to read the practical organon of medicine, then we need to read chronic disease, because that is the continuation part of organon of medicine, and this is a practical part of organon of medicine, chronic disease. And once the chronic disease finish, lesser writing of Hahnemann. And very soon all these books will, because organ of medicine you can find in Hindi. Chronic disease, maybe somebody written or not, but I already finished this translation. And lesser writing of Hahnemann, you cannot find it in Hindi language. and very soon it will be in market for understanding lesser writing of Hahnemann. So these are the three basic book we should go through the uh, all this work. So until and unless if you guys have any question, just write it down. So we will discuss after the session if any question is there.
So thank you so much, Davinder Saab. I'm so sorry to interrupting you all. Uh, thank you. Can I start, sir?
Yes, sir.
Davinder sir?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So sorry. So, so this is the one of the most important thing. We have to be accurately observing physician. So you can see the picture. In picture, where the physicians are not at the surface level, at the root level. And what are the root cause? Clearly, I mentioned aphorism 189, aphorism 78, footnote 78, footnote 121, and aphorism 5. If you are going to go and understand these footnote and aphorism, then you should understand what is to be cured and what is to be accurately observe in your patient. Then you should know all these things. These are the basic. But whenever you're going to treat there's no concept of easy or difficult case. You should bear in your mind you are dealing with case, right? And when you're dealing your case, you should be in attitude of unprejudiced observer. And what is the exact definition of unprejudiced observer? Is this only. What? The unprejudiced observer notice only the deviation, guys. Not notice the name of the pathology. Only notice the deviation for the former healthy state to now diseased individual. This is the only work you should do in each and every case of disease, either difficult, easy, acute, chronic. So only these things. What? The unprejudiced observer, the homeopathic physician, notice only the deviation. Only the deviation, guys. Only the change, only the deviation for the former healthy state to now disease individual. अभी सुबह की क्लास में मैं बता रहा था, just I discussed in morning class कि disease is a journey and we should understand the journey from where to where, for the former healthy state to now disease individual. And whatever you observe, you should confirm all these things on three levels. First, what are the deviation you observe in your patient? First, you should confirm that deviation in your patient, which are felt by patient himself. Today, yeah, nowadays, Ravinder bhai, people are, you know, make this homeopathy all imaginary, false imagination. Patient are not feeling that of imagination, but we make the threat and make a type of supernatural, a super extraordinary, concept and try to fit in your in our patient ki, you should think, yeah, you should think about ki, this happened and that happened, that grah nakshatra and all planet. Once you should find that deviation that deviation are exactly felt by your patient, then at second stage, that deviation, that feeling are remarked by the person, those around him. And the third and the final is what? And the observed by the physician himself. Then you are able to make a portrait of disease. Then you are able to make a portrait of remedy. So this is the only thing that you should make in your patient. This is the totality is the most important part. Then what is the totality? Total number of complete symptom is called totality. And during totality, you should complete these three axes. Guys, these are basic, but without understanding this, you are not able to treat any itch, cold, coryza in your patient. You should understand. And this is called simple axis of cure. This is called simple axis of cure. This is called holistic approach. The first axis is what? Complete understanding of pathology. You should understand the complete whole understanding of pathological condition. Then second, once you understand the pathology, you should find the cause behind that pathology. Then after cause, third thing, you should understand the disposition of the patient. Because Master Hahnemann clearly mentioned in aphorism 113, sorry, 213, if your disposition is not correct, your nux vomica will not work. Your ignitia will not work. Pulsatilla, Barite, your medicine not work if the disposition of this medicine is not fine exactly in your patient. And the disposition at two level, one is mental disposition, second is physical disposition. And these three, all the completion of this is called holistic approach. In holistic approach, what you do? First, we understand the pathology, then you understand the cause, then you understand the disposition. सर अगर आपने ये तीन चीजें मैच नहीं करी है यू आर अ स्यूडो होम्योपैथ सिंपल सिंपल यू आर अ स्यूडो होम्योपैथ you are a convenient homeopath. You are not a accurately observing physician. So let's understand the case. One is CA rectum. ठीक है. This is a difficult case. This is called simple one-sided case. So I'm going to show you the case. Before going to case, I just want everyone to ask question in theoretical all these things. This is the first part of my session. If any questions in this part you can ask, I'm happy to give answer. Then I'm going to show you some one or two cases, simple or the most difficult case. So first wait, I'm going to give a concept of difficult case in homeopathy. What are the concept of difficult case? Master Hellman clearly mentioned the one-sided diseases are the difficult, one of the most difficult cases in homeopathy. One-sided diseases. You know, one-sided diseases. And that one-sided diseases are clearly mentioned in which aphorism? Anyone?
183 173 से था
173. Very good, Dr. Ajit. Good. 173 to 1209. This is one-sided diseases. And Master Hahnemann clearly says that this one-sided disease is the one the most difficult task to everyone. So give me a minute. I'm going to open that slide. One-sided diseases. इसके बाद आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू टू केसेस. One is C. rectum and second is PVD, peripheral vascular disease, and understanding how to prove these type of cases. Yes. एक मिनट दीजिए बस. Yes. So one-sided diseases, guys. Let's go. Understand the difficult case. So what is difficult case as per Master Hahnemann? The most difficult case is this, called one-sided diseases. One-sided disease is the one of the most difficult tasks of a homeopathic doctor. From aphorism 173, just look from aphorism 173 to 209. External one-sided diseases, yeah, local malady. So this is called simple. This is most difficult task. Sometime happen owing to moderate number of disease. ये एफोरिज्म में अभी यहाँ पे इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. दिस इज कॉल्ड वन साइडेड डिजीजेस. देखो क्या लिखा है आपको, ये दिख रहा है ना, ये पिक्चर दिख रहा है आपको. This picture is exactly showing the concept behind difficult cases. This is exactly symptom. But what is visible only? MPTO. Symptoms are not itself visible. The visible thing is MPTO, and being a doctor, we have to find out how we are going to observe all these things. So one-sided diseases is what? A chronic disease with one or two principal symptoms. Master Hahnemann clearly mentioned 73 aphorism, which obscure almost all the symptoms. Hence, they are less amenable to cure. Yes, Dr. Ravinder? Less amenable to cure means very difficult. The chronic disease, which are having too few symptoms, called one-sided diseases, the ability of symptom is less in number. In such diseases, as a result, constructions of totality become very difficult. Hence, they are difficult to cure. The one-sided diseases. So let's understand the one-sided. This is the सुना iceberg phenomena. So this is the exact picture of one-sided diseases. What visible symptom is very few, but the whole the symptom is in the background. The only disease that seem to be difficult, few symptom, and on that account that are less amenable. And these देखिए लिखा लास्ट लाइन देखिए, they belong chiefly to the class of chronic diseases. So one-sided understanding आपको समझ आया. अब आपको केस दिखाने जा रहे हैं. ध्यान से उस केस को देखिएगा जो मैं केस आपको दिखाने जा रहा हूं. ठीक है. आई हैव अ पेशेंट. Just have a look. So this is the patient, and the only visible symptom is in front of you guys. The only visible symptom is this. This is the only visible symptom. Just let me explain this case. This is the patient. ये पेशेंट मेरे पास आया और इस पेशेंट को बहुत सीवियर ब्लीडिंग, a lot of pain, and the rectum is, you know, and this is the only symptom. कब से है? तो 2-3 साल से है सर। 2-3 साल से है। दिखाया नहीं डॉक्टर को आपने? नहीं दिखाया, नहीं किसी को नहीं दिखाया। एक बार गए थे, इस बार नहीं हुआ। तो दोनों हाथ से फैलाइए, दोनों हाथ से पकड़ के फैलाइए, फैलाइए पूरा। और लैट्रिन की निकलता है, कब कब तो निकल जाएगा? Yes, this is the only information, guys. So let's discuss how to prove. This is the only information. It's a one-sided, few symptom, and this is the tendency लगभग for 8 to 9 years. And once this become worse, then patient are helpless. This is the only situation. How we able to cure these type of cases? Simple. Again, Master Hahnemann give clear indication. Master Hahnemann clearly mentioned in aphorism 162, clearly Master Hahnemann mentioned, just have a look of aphorism. क्या लिखा? First you understand. देखो, every aphorism give clue, and without understanding these aphorisms, you are not able to cure one-sided diseases. It's a simple and very clear statement from my side. Mastermind clear? Now, as in diseases, देखो ध्यान से इसको समझना आप लोग. You understand this thing very well. Now, as diseases are nothing more than alteration. देखो, disease is not, we are not considering that disease is cancer. Yeah, the disease is hemorrhoids. We are only considering that disease is what, sir? Alteration in the state of health of a healthy individual, which express themselves by morbid sign and symptom. And the cure is only possible by the change to the healthy condition of the state of the health of the disease individual. ये स्टेट फॉरवर्ड लाइन है. This is the straightforward line. You should understand these lines. Or Master Helmet clearly mentioned, Devendra Bhai, clearly mentioned in aphorism, but we are not ready to understand these small, easy line given by Master Honeyman. We are finding and we are suspecting some most difficult and complicated thing in your diseases. It's irony, sir. And some people are giving you that type of difficult concept also. And we are running behind the people and spending lots of money. Simple Master Herman क्या है? Morbid sign and symptom observe करने का, मिलाने का, दवाई देने का. So मास्टर ने clearly mention कि small number of sometime happen, उधर बोला 62 में कि कुछ पोर्शन दिखेगा सिम्टम का। तो बोला, और ये भी बोलते हैं वो जो कुछ सिम्टम है, स्मॉल सिम्टम है, वन साइडेड में कुछ सिम्टम मिलते हैं ना। And there's a concept in homeopathy कि if you are not able to make the portrait, you are not able to cure the disease, is true. But what happened when we are not able to make a complete picture? Then what to do as per Master Hahnemann? Simple, sir. A small number of homeopathic symptoms in a best selected medicine is not obstacle to cure in a case where few medicinal symptoms are chiefly an uncommon kind and such are peculiarly distinctive characteristic symptom। वो जो एक सिम्टम दिख रहा है, अगर वो पिक्यूलियर है आपके केस में, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आपका वो एक सिम्टम आपके केस को ठीक नहीं कर सकता। बोलते हैं क्योर टेक प्लेस विदाउट सर्कमस्टांसेस, विदाउट एनी पर्टिकुलर डिस्टर्बेंस। सो इस केस में आपको क्या करना है, सिम्टम कंप्लीट करना है, जो दिख रहा है उसी पे दवाई देनी है। याद रखिएगा, वॉट एवर आर विजिबल वी हैव टू प्रिस्क्राइब ओनली ऑन दैट विजिबल थिंग, नॉट टू मेक imaginary hypothetical situation and give remedy as per their imaginary circumstances. So I'm going to show one more beautiful aphorism given by Master Hahnemann in 162. A beautiful aphorism, guys. A beautiful aphorism. Master Hahnemann clearly mentioned these lines, and we should understand these lines very clearly. You know, just have a look. Master says, sometime happen. And this is sometime, na? बहुत भाई difficult cases come sometime, na? Dr. Devendra? Sometime difficult cases come to us. So sometime happen owing to the moderate number of medicine at known with respect to their true pure action, that but a portion of the symptom of the disease under the treatment are met in the list of the symptom of the most appropriate remedy. Consequently, this imperfect, भाई कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि बहुत सारे सिम्टम नहीं मिलते, एक ही सिम्टम मिल रहा है, रेक्टम बाहर निकला हुआ है, ब्लीडिंग हो रही है, पेन हो रहा है, बस ये सिम्टम अगर मिल गया, पिक्यूलियर है, दवाई दे सकते हो आप। तो बोला दिस imperfect medicinal morphic agent must be employed for the lack of more perfect one. So in this case, what we see? Simple. What is visible in this case? Simple. Symptom complete करिए, location, where the location? Just have a look this rubric.
Rectum.
Location, rectum. Pathology, hemorrhoids. PQI symptom, protruding, prolapse, bleeding with. Protruding, prolapse, bleeding with. पैथोलॉजी मैच किया अजीत, डिस्पोजिशन मैच करना है, पिक्यूलियर सर्कमस्टांसेस मैच करने हैं। याद को, चीफ वेराइटी ऑफ डिजीज, पिक्यूलियर सर्कमस्टांसेस एंड डिस्पोजिशन। सो व्हाट आर द डिस्पोजिशन? क्या हो रहा है उधर? फिजिकल डिस्पोजिशन में क्या है? ब्लीडिंग है, और
Hemorrhage.
एक्टिव ब्लीडर है, हेमरेजिक डिस्पोजिशन है। अब इन दो रेमेडी में हेमरेजिक कौन?
Lepsis.
So just look the patient after giving lachesis single dose. Yeah, wonderful. Right? Okay, Asi. We are not treating any cancer, we are treating individual. और वो जो थोड़े बहुत दिख रहे हैं ना warts, that warts are visible in this very large warts. Simply these warts are not visible in these cases. Just have a look. This is the third visit. Nothing. ऐसे लग रहा है सर्जरी हो गई इसकी, कुछ है ही नहीं। So this is the beauty of homeopathy, guys. Master Haniman, clearly, this is the second case. I'm not going to show the second case. This is the only one case because I have some appointment after this. But second case definitely will put sir in some other days. A case of PVD. But simple, I'm going to put the one thing in very simple manner. Ki you should understand what Master Hanuman tried to give us in the form of organum. Homeopathy is so easy, but it's as easy that a straight line between two given point. But we as a homeopath make this beautiful science complicated. So please don't complicate this. Only understand the symptom language, the language of the patient in the form of symptom, and try to give the remedy given by given by instruction by Master Hahnemann in Origin of Medicine. इससे बाहर कुछ नहीं है, nothing, you know. अच्छा हाँ, मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर संवेदना होम्योपैथिक केवनी प्रोग्राम वाले लोग, आज यही क्लास थी आपकी, ठीक है? इसके बाद 10 बजे वाली क्लास नहीं है। मैं कहीं और जा रहा हूँ। विल सी यू इन मॉर्निंग। फोन आ रहा है। तो
ओके
इफ
सर।
यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन प्लीज आस्क मी, आई एम हैप्पी टू गिव आंसर। कोई भी सवाल आपके पास हो सर, कोई सवाल आया क्या आपके
Nothing.
उधर?
There's no question at all, because
हाँ, तो
you
नो
simplify
स्टडी नो कंफ्यूजन।
everything. You simplify every single thing in a very, very simple manner. So just need to coordinate every single thing in a practice.
So
Just
if
this
you
is
want,
only.
uh, we will take another class in this continuation,
Sure.
and we'll discuss second case also.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, sir.
So for today, thank you so much for everyone to listen me very, और नो स्टडी नो कंफ्यूजन नो क्वेश्चन है। या तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आया या तो सब समझ में आ गया, ठीक है? तभी सवाल नहीं होते। इफ
Sometimes
नथिंग,
when the things are very simplified, because you coordinate organon plus cases plus materia medica with repertory, and we have to focus where we have to go when we are stuck, and what we have to read, and where we have to focus. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. You give
thank you so
almost
much to all of you. Bye bye.
one
I'm so sorry to
one
interrupting
more than
my
one
class
hour.
in between. Huh?
Yeah, sure. Continue,
So
sir.
I'm simply saying I'm so sorry to interrupting my class in between due to the some patient, but next time we'll do this very
So
meticulously. Thank you so much, sir.
even after, sir, if you guys have any question, just send me out. So after the second session, we will discuss all the question first, and after that, we will go for the next session, next case.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
So,
everyone.
sir,
Thank you so
can I
much.
leave, sir? Thank
Yes, sir.
you.
Thank you.